To start the video, so to start with our skirt, you will need your splice and you will need a tape measure for your measurement, scissors. I'm using a 3.5 mm hook and a weight 3 yarn. You'll need stitch marker, needle to weave in your ends. Okay, and if you want to add an elastic band to your skirt, then you can keep that also. So I will use the chainless foundation of single crochets and half double crochets. So make a slip knot and chain 2. We will start with the part of the waistband. Okay, I already worked this. We will start with this part of the band. Okay, so I'm going to show you just a little swatch on how to do this part. If you want to use an elastic band, then you will need to make this part longer so that you can insert your elastic band when you finish. Okay, you can make space for that. I made here 11 single crochets for this part. So chain 2 and into your first stitch insert your hook, and you have 2 loops. Take your yarn, release 1 loop, take your yarn, release 2 loops. That's your first single crochet, but when you count, you have to count the chain 1 as your first. So do this through both the loops. You release 1 and you release 2. That's how you make your single crochet. So I have here 1. If you need to count from the back side, it's easier. So count this one here as your first. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. I have 6 single crochets here, and I add 1 more for 7, just to show you. Okay, this part is for this, and then for this part here we will work with the half double crochets, okay, in multiples of 3 plus 1. So make your first half double crochet, you yarn over and through both the loops, you release 1 loop and you release all 3. So keep your marker right here. You will have your first single crochet back loop when we return in this space. So yarn over and release 1 and release 3, yarn over through both the loops. Make sure it's straight, not curved. Okay, release 1, release 3, yarn over through both the loops. And when you count your half double crochets, count by 3, and when you get to the length that you need, because you need to take your own measurement, you add 1 more stitch at the end of your row. Okay, 3 plus 1. Take your own measurement from your waist to where you want the length of your skirt to be. So count your half double crochets. 1 no 3 3 3 3. So I should have plus 1, but I made 2, so I'll take that one out. So in this skirt here, I start with 5 rows of half double crochets. As you can see here, I have 2 ribs plus this one, which means I have 5 rows. So for this part here, I will make only 3, but you made 5, okay, like I did here. So for the next row, you chain 2, and the chain 2 will not be your stitch. Okay, the chain 2 here and the chain 1 in this part will not be your stitch. So yarn over and into the same space, make your half double crochet. The first half double crochet is a normal one through both the loops, and then the rest we will work back loop only. So back loop only, you make half double crochets. So you work half double crochets back loop only until you are here before the stitch that you mark. So when you finish working your half double crochet part, remove your marker and start working on your single crochet back loop only. So the number of single crochets that you did when you start your row should be the number of single crochet you make when you go up also. So I made, I think 7, so I should have 7. So let me count 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Yes, so back loop only, make your single crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and the last one through both the loops here, like that. And then you turn again by chaining 1, and the chain 1 is not your stitch, so make your first single crochet through both the loops, and then you'll have 6 single crochet here back loop only, or whichever number you made. Okay, the first one through both the loops always, and then you will work your half double crochets back loop only. And your last half double crochets here in the space between, okay, not in the loop but in the space in between, insert your hook in there and make that. So for this part here we are going to work with single crochets and double crochets, sorry. So you will chain 1 for the next part, chain 1 and make your first single crochet, and in the same space here you will make 2 double crochets. So 1 2, and you skip 2 stitches and work single crochet on the third stitch. One 2, and then you skip 1 2 and single crochet on the third, and then 2 double crochets in the same space, you skip 1 2 and single crochet on the third and make 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 2 and single crochet on the third, and continue to make your single crochet back loop only for this part. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 through both the loops. So you chain 1 again and you'll have 7 single crochets or whichever number you made, and you work until you are here, and in this part again we will work this pattern. Okay, if you need you can keep a marker, it will be easier. So here I made 7 single crochets, and on this part here, this space, make your single crochet again and 2 double crochet in the same space, and you will skip 2 and single crochet on the third, and then 2 double crochet in the same space, skip 2 and single crochet on the third stitch and make 2 double crochet, skip this, and here 1 2 and single crochet on this last space like that. And I made 5 rows of this in between the ribs here. As you can see, I have 7 rows of half double crochet and 5 rows of this pattern here. So you chain 1 and I will show you only 3. Okay, so here again you will have single crochet and 2 double crochet in the same space. You will skip 2 and work on the third, and 2 double crochet in the same space. One, 2 and single crochet on the third, 2 double crochets, skip 2 and work on the third. This is what you get. It will look really beautiful when you're done. Single crochet through both the loops, okay, for this one here, and then you work back loop only and through both the loops on the last one. Okay, so if you need, you always keep a marker in this space here, so it'll be easier for you. 2 4 6 and 7 like that. And then after you made your 5 rows of this, you will chain 1 and start this part as usual. Okay, in this part it's the same thing only. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then after this pattern here you will work through both the loops, half double crochet in each stitch. And this is what you get. Okay, so you chain 2 again for the next row, and I work 7 rows. Okay, this is the first one, 7 rows in between. Let me show you. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is the 7th one. 7 rows of half double crochet. So I'll show you with 3 here. So make your first half double crochet and then you work back loop only. Again we repeat this again. Okay, we repeat these 2 patterns repeatedly. So back loop until you are in this space where you work with single crochet. And then you work back loop for the single crochet. And for the first few rows, this is how your work will look. So you chain 1 again, you turn, and then you work back loop on these half double crochets until here, like this, and then you chain 1 to repeat this part again. And here I made 5 rows, and then for this part I made 7 in this actual skirt here, and you are going to repeat this until you get the measurement that you need. Waistline here. Okay, fold your fabric in half like this and take the measurement from one end to the other. Okay, when you get to that measurement that you need, I'll show you what to do. So when you get to the size that you need, we started our skirt with 5 rows of half double crochets. So after you made your last pattern here, this one, you will need to work 2 rows of half double crochets to get 7. Okay, because we have 7 rows in between. So here I will start as usual, chain 1 and make your single crochets. And this part is the part of the pattern, so I'm not making my single crochet there, so I'll work my half double crochets in each stitch, okay, without skipping. So you make 2 rounds of that. Okay, I'll see you here. So chain 2 for the next row, turn, and first one through both the loops and then back loop only, and continue working your skirt until you are here. After that I'll show you how to join the parts together. So when you finish making your 2 rows here at the end of your panel, you take, which side do you like to be your right side? This side has this, so I'm not going to do this as my right side. I'm going to make this part as my right side. Okay, this is like half the knit finish, you know. So I'm going to fold that by taking the wrong side out. Okay, this will be the wrong side, so keep the wrong side up and place a marker just for it to stay in place like that. And insert your hook from the other end here and take that loop and make a chain 1. I'll take this tail with me, so like that. And then we will join with single crochets all across. Okay, so insert your hook from this side and then do the next stitch from the other side and make your single crochets. And just like that, continue until you reach the end of your panel here, just with single crochets. Okay, so And when you are here, don't cut your yarn yet. Okay, turn your skirt from the inside out, I mean from the right side, and this is what you have. See, and then so when you turn your work right side, you make a single crochet in the space next to that, chain 2 and make 2 double crochets in the same space, and see where your square or your shell rests. That's your next single crochet. You chain 2 and 2 double crochets, and like that. Okay, and continue all across just like that. Single crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochets, and like that. Okay, and then you can use your needle to weave in your ends. Okay, that got your yarn, and you can weave in any ends that you have. Okay, and if you like to add an elastic band, then you fold this part in half. You can either use a needle or just make a slip stitch all across, or you can cut the elastic band according to your measurement, secure it on both ends, and then suppose this is the elastic band, you can wrap the elastic band inside like that. Place the elastic band with safety pins all across, and then you can crochet as you go. You can make your slip stitch and let the elastic band sit inside. Okay, or you can either do this first and then use a safety pin to get the elastic band on your skirt. And if you don't like that, then you can crochet an I-cord and wrap it around this, insert it through the stitches here to make it as a string also. Okay, so you can do which one you prefer, you can do what you prefer. Okay, either the elastic band or the string. So if you find my video helpful, or if you like my skirt, please do subscribe and let me know in the comments. Thank you so much.